let's do a quick segue to the Nets. Brooklyn Nets, dog.
Very interesting. My favorite topic.
The
Oh
Brooklyn
yeah.
Nets.
It's my favorite topic.
Yeah. Panic button or no? Nicola?
Start this one off, D.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You want
D.
me to start? Okay.
Oh, D got it.
I haven't voiced my opinion, so it's gonna be very interesting what I'm gonna say. The panic button, I'm keeping it off my table. I'm not pressing it yet. It's
Okay.
not working for me. The reason why I know that that as we're speaking right now, they're playing. So I'm not keeping up with the score. They did lose to the freaking Pistons last night, or if today is Thursday, 2 nights ago, however you want to look at it. But the point is, the last game did lose to the Pistons. They have my boy Nicola had a stat. They're like, I'm not really sure. They're like 8-5 or whatever, or something like that.
Worse
Ever
than that.
since James, huh?
Worse than that. But go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But the point is the record's not that great ever since they got James Harden. But let's slow down a little bit. What happened to the Heat when LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh got together? The first year, were they
That's
were
true.
they that good? It took them a while to get the chemistry going, and obviously they lost to the Mavs, which people say that was LeBron's worst most disappointing year. He just didn't show up in the playoffs, especially against the Mavericks. So that year they didn't really start well, and then it took them another year to really start clicking, and that's when they beat my Spurs. But I just want to slow down a little bit. I mean, they have arguably the 3 best scorers in the NBA.
Yeah.
Anybody can get the ball and score. Like Kyrie, score. James Harden, score. KD, obviously, we know what he can do. So I understand what people are saying. James Harden, what he did on the Rockets. He was hold the ball for 20 seconds. Last 4 seconds, he makes a play. And, you can't keep doing that if you want to win championships. You can't keep doing that if you want to build chemistry. But I really think this is going to be different because unlike the Rockets, I think James Harden, hopefully he's not being, he's using his brain a little bit. I have KD. I have Kyrie. I can't keep doing what I do. We mentioned before, he's averaging the most assists. I have to keep the ball movement going. And I just think he's not gonna I think them being close friends and them wanting to play together, I think the chemistry will come. I think everything, it takes time.
Yeah.
But I do agree, the team without James Harden, when they had LeVert and Jarrett Allen, they had a deeper team. Their team was really good when it was just Kyrie and KD.
Are you
So
saying better team?
That's what I heard.
I'm
That's
saying
what I heard, dog. I don't know.
it's deeper.
But not better.
But I think the potential with James Harden can be better. I
Okay.
think they have a higher floor
Mhm.
because what James Harden can do. And is he just averaging 11 assists just out his ass? I mean, he's still getting 11 assists. Or he's still dishing the ball. And I just think
Is it
with
a real
Kyrie,
11 assists or is it a Russell
so
Westbrook trying to get a triple double 11 assists?
I don't think I think it was obvious for Russell. I think James Harden, he's I've watched the games. He's actually a decent passer.
Yeah.
He's
No,
actually
you're right. I 100%
So-
agree. I mean, when they had
was Russell.
Capella, they were amazing.
Would you say, Nicola?
It was Russell. Russell was a good passer too.
But Russell, he was more of a drive in, kick it out, or dish it to Steven Adams.
Yeah. What do you think James Harden does?
I think he can pass it to the wing. I think he has better vision than Russell Westbrook.
But that's passing out to the wing. That's same thing. Drive and kick, pass out to big man. It's this James Harden and Russell Westbrook. They're making the same reads because they have the ball. not so much now. I mean, James Harden still has the ball in his hands, and that's obvious. But they're making the same reads. It's like ISO. Do I get the bucket? No. Then it's either like a kick out or dish to the big man. There's 3 options. It's the same 3 options every single play.
But who has better vision?
Oh, I would give it to Harden.
Yeah, so he's creating.
But they're similar. I don't know. Honestly, that's sort of unclear. It's sort of a toss up, maybe.
For vision?
I'll let you. Yeah,
Yeah,
for vision.
okay.
I'll let you finish your take.
Yeah, thank you. You go when you go. But you go, my guy.
No,
my
it's all
point
good.
is-
It's all good. Interrupt if you got to.
Man, like, I think they're gonna be special. I've been saying it from the beginning. A lot of people didn't even believe Kyrie and KD would work out, and they worked out very well before they had James Harden. And I think James Harden, KD, they definitely talked about, do we want to trade for James Harden? Is it worth it? I think KD and Kyrie and James Harden being homies, I think it's gonna work.
You just said it. They're homies. What are they gonna say? No. I'd be like,
Yeah,
if we,
you can say yes. You can say no. This is a business.
but they're
Yes.
homies. Indeed.
But think about LeBron. Did LeBron? He wanted Melo to come on his team. He never
Right.
did.
Exactly, because
They're
LeBron
homies.
is more about his business.
Yeah,
Let me go ahead.
I think for the
Nah,
first
have the
time-
conversation, dog. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, because I gotta do my thing. No, 'cause I
Nah, you gotta butt in, dog. You gotta butt in.
Get into it though when you start talking. So you
Oh,
might as well.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, you started here.
Smoke.
yeah. It's a lot.
This
of
is all the
in
smoke,
here.
but it's not all the
All
smoke. But go ahead.
Part 2. But I'm about to wrap it up. But my point is, man, yes, they're homies. Yes, but I think at the same time, they understand they can play together. I think they can. I really do. I don't think James Harden's gonna do that same. It's like, hey, KD. I haven't seen that.
You know the
I haven't
gif with like that there's that one high school kid. We'll put it in. We'll put it in post. But Julian Newman, he does the thing where he's just like, yeah, obviously we'll put it in. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
But yeah, that's what I honestly believe. And when I'm right, you like, damn, D, how you so right? Because it's just me. It's things I see. It's like it's just a feel. That's why I win all the time.
So no panic.
How you so right?
No panic button. No panic button for me. Not nervous at all.
Not nervous. So no sweats, not a shake.
And no, not even a flinch. And when we talk about panic button, are we talking about like they're not gonna make the championship or what? What's the definition of panic? Like, no playoffs.
Whoa,
Out
no.
first round?
They gotta lose their contracts. If they don't make the playoffs. Straight
Right.
up, you gotta get kicked out the league, bro. No.
Yeah.
I would say
consequences for that.
Yeah. It's honestly, if it was the East or the West, I would say the with a team like that, you have to at least make the finals, minimum.
Right.
I would even add you have to win a couple games in the finals. No matter what side you're, because it's you have like you mentioned earlier, you have 3 of the best scorers in the league. Like, if we're looking at, okay, I don't correct me if I'm wrong. Kyrie doesn't have a scoring title, right? I don't think so. But James Harden and KD have multiple scoring titles between them. So you have that. You have Kyrie, who's also one of the best scorers in the league, also one of the best ball handlers in the league, on one team. I mean, look, if that doesn't work, which that's kind of goes into my point. I don't think it's going to work. But if that doesn't work, then that's a problem. Obviously, like you mentioned,
first year.
Yeah,
it's the first year.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, because I'll say that because the amount of investment that Brooklyn put into that. How many picks they lose? How many picks like this team? If something was to happen, right? God forbid, KD gets hurt again, or Kyrie decides, he'd rather we sage another place or something, and like if he decides he doesn't want to play anymore, if James Harden, whatever happens, it's a colossal failure. Colossal, like this.
I mean,
you
can say that about.
Done. They're done.
Yeah. What like Yeah, if something happens, they're done. It's like
For
like
years.
here's the thing, right? When Boston did it in '08, the expectation was to win, right? Like anything short of that would have been a failure. The Lakers, when they did it in 2012, I know that was a completely different situation, but that was a failure when it was Dwight Howard and Steve Nash. That was a complete failure. You know, other teams, the Heat were successful, obviously. The Warriors were successful. Yeah. The Heat, that he was looking scary. I mean, we all remember that there was the LeBron doesn't win rings joke. That was something that was always a thing. Like if a team puts that much of an investment, you have to win immediately. Minimum, you have to put up a fight. Because bro, I'm sorry, man. If you're in the East and it was the Heat that made it the playoffs last year, that made the finals last year. If you can't get to where the Heat got, it's a failure. It's even first year. You know, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Okay, is it my turn?
Go ahead.
Go.
Don't even wait for it, dog.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, all right. I'm not hitting the panic button yet. I will say I'm not hitting it yet. Okay. But it's almost like I have the button to like a nuclear bomb or something. And
like Donald Trump with the nuclear codes.
Crazy. I'm like some crazy. When I watch the Nets play, I'm like just crazy nervous dude who's just like my fingers like this, just shaking over the button like that. And I'm watching them play. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's just on one end of the floor. It's obviously the defense. And
defense.
I see them playing, and I'm like, my beads of sweat are coming down, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna slap the button without me even realizing it. Okay, that's how nervous I am, because not only did they lose to the Pistons the other night, they lost to the lowly Washington Wizards. Worst, if you can believe it, the second worst defense in the league. Not only did they lose to them, they gave up damn near 150. Did you hear that right?
Yeah.
50 points. This isn't it's not the All-Star game.
No overtime?
Is he going to overtime?
I was about to say the same thing.
Was it
I don't think it did. I don't think it did.
Was this NBA Street where points are you can get like 5 points and stuff off a 3 half-court shot? Is that what this was?
Right.
I'm like, so ever since Harden joined the team, the Nets are 7-6. Okay, they lost 4 of their last 5. I don't know what they're doing tonight. Hopefully they're redeeming themselves. I mean, they need to pretty much, but they're the worst defense in the league. There's no other simple way to put it, and it's not even close. It's not even close. And you tell me what's the furthest a team has got with literally the worst defense in the league by far. I doubt a team like that ever made it to the finals unless, like, I don't know, we go back to the 60s or some crazy stuff. It's just not gonna happen. You watch them play. You know, you guys are saying, well, maybe not you guys, but maybe more D. You're saying they can overcome it, right? They have 3 of the best scorers of the league, best ball handler. KD is unstoppable. You can't stop him on it. So you're saying they can get over it. Yeah. But let me ask you this. How can they get over it if they've been playing the same way their whole career, no signs of changing? Kyrie, blah, 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 blah. James Harden, blah, 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 blah. When James Harden goes get assists, blah, 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 assist. Or blah, 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 turnover. It's not like, oh, let me make the easy swing pass. It's not like, oh, let me set a pick for this dude. You think, has James Harden ever set a pick? I don't know. I'm sorry, like, This is not happening.
Yo,
You
Greg,
throw
find a
in.
clip of James Harden sending a pick. Sorry, no.
I don't think it's possible.
It's not. It doesn't exist.
Hold on, you said what you said,
But go ahead.
Kyrie.
Go ahead.
I've been seeing Kyrie play some off ball a little bit, some more off ball.
Kyrie can catch and shoot, no doubt about that. He's done it with LeBron. So he honestly, I've less worries about him. But like at the end of the day, I'm worried about all of them. Where's KD? Where's KD?
He has COVID.
He doesn't have
he has
COVID. He was chilling with someone. Like I don't chill with anyone right now. I'm not even in the NBA. Like you telling me you can't, like, it's just like.
But they gotta get the nut, bro.
Hey, he's right.
He's
right. Did you?
Get your Instagram hoes to fucking take a COVID test, dude. Like, do that shit. Do that in your own time. But like, you openly chilling with like a rando, and now you get pulled out in the middle of a game. Come on, bro. Kyrie's depression can come up at any second.
That's a fair point.
It's a fair point.
Like, it's not. James Harden wants to go throw some ones at strippers at any moment.
Yeah,
it's not.
He's about an hour away from Atlantic City too. That's the thing. Atlantic City's close, and there's starlets too. There's a lot of places.
There you go, man. All the big.
But you don't think he'll lock up in the playoffs? Like, they're not going to be doing that in the playoffs.
I will give James Harden credit. He's stepping up on defense a little bit, which is like
impressive for him.
When I say stepping up, at least he's trying. You know what I mean? At least he's trying.
Put some effort in.
Yeah, put some effort. That's all you need to do. That's what defense is. Just put in your effort, like get synced up with your teammates. You guys can put something together. But that's not their mindset. Their mindset, their whole career has been like, oh, I'm gonna get mine. Oh, I'm the number one. You telling me they can just change like that? You compare that to LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh. To me, it's uncomparable. It's uncomparable because Chris Bosh happily took a back seat. Dwayne Wade was like, he'll be Robin.
If he was happy.
Kevin Love did the same thing.
How do you know Kevin Love and Chris Bosh were happy doing that?
They weren't. I bet you they weren't. I mean,
yeah.
But
they were number ones on their teams.
All they got to do is look at their fingers. At the end of the day, just do this. Look at you got this right here, dog. That's what it gives you. That's what that'll give you.
Right, but
it's like a certain level of compromise that I get what you're saying. It's a certain level of compromise that somebody's gonna have to make.
And you listen to Steve Nash, what he said after the game. It was like, the reporter was like, Coach Nash, like, what are you thinking? Like, what are you telling your team after this? And he's just like, attitude. That's the first thing out of his mouth. Attitude. Like, coming together. Some shit like that. I was just like, yup. What's changed? Nothing has changed. KD, I'm sorry. His two rings are on the greatest team ever. He joined the greatest team ever. It's like, get out of here. Your rings barely mean shit to me. Kyrie's ring means way more to me. But
that's fair.
But it's Kyrie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kyrie. He could be gone at the moment. James Harden. We don't have to say. Do we have to say anything about James Harden? No. Yep.
I think our audience is gonna soon learn that you guys will still learn that we really don't. We're not too fond of James Harden here. At least Nicole is not.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I mean, okay. I'll say this.
Call me a hater, but like, I have my critiques of him. People are gonna call me a hater, but like, it's just my critiques. It's my honest critiques, and like, they're on point. You listen to me, they're on point. Like, there's nothing you can say. So, like, I'm sorry.
I think if we're talking about like panic button, I'm gonna side more with D in the sense that like, it's a rough start. I think they could pick it up, but their biggest advantage is they're in the East. If they went to the West, they're getting bounced first round by basically anybody. Yo, they're getting bounced. I'm not,
Ooh.
and I'm not even that dude. I'm not even I'm Team
Ooh.
East. I wanna be like, yo, Team East. But okay, let's say, what are they now? What are they in the standings right now? I don't know if could somebody just look that up or something. I don't, whatever they are now. Let's just hypothetically say that's where they're
They
gonna.
are 14 and 12.
Okay, so where they stand who would they play in the
Third.
playoffs? They're third. So they play who's 6th seed? They played 6th seed.
Hornets.
Okay, they're killing the Hornets, obviously, right?
Yes.
But
Freaking Hornets, bro. Jesus.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like okay, let's look at the West, right? Imagine they were third in the West or they were 6th in the West,
Uh-huh.
and they have to play either one of those teams. Who's number 6 and number 3 in the West? Just for an
Clippers
example.
and Spurs.
Okay, they being the Spurs, but but the thing is,
I could agree on.
these are Spurs fans, so
Yeah.
it's just shots.
But
Bow, 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 bow. but
Yeah.
but the thing is, no, but for real, like the problem with this team is they have a lot of problems, and if they're
What's
gonna
the
have to
biggest one?
Defense.
Defense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
they need?
Defense. They need to make a trade. That's what they need.
They need
They
like
need
a
a big man.
yeah. DeAndre Jordan he's okay, but
Done.
yeah, it's looking like that. Like it is, but it's been looking like that. Like DeAndre Jordan is, I think it's like one of those situations where, like, he doesn't. To be honest, he doesn't have much to prove in the league. Like what does he have to prove? He was a solid player.
Just dunking.
Basically all. Yeah. He's solid for his career. Like he's gonna go down as a well-known player. He's a
gonna say Hall of Famer.
No. Let's cut that
I'll
out.
say chill.
Let's cut that out. But he's gonna go down as a pretty good player in the NBA. So yeah, unfortunately his best years are behind him. I like the pieces they had before, but obviously they traded all of them away and they gave all their picks away. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know about the cap space and who they can possibly get, but they need players, and they need like players like Avery Bradley, like those types of players, like somebody who can come in and inject defense and consistency. Yeah, hustle, consistency. Like they need more players like that, or they need their current bench to step up and do that. Otherwise, there's a lot of teams in the East I don't see them beating. Quite frankly, I don't necessarily. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're beating Boston in the series. I don't know if they're beating Philly.
That would be tough.
It's only Philly for me. Like maybe
okay. We'll see.
Yeah, they're beating Pacers. They're beating Hornets. They're beating Hawks. They're beating Celtics. They're beating the Bucks.
Bucks is like that.
But I don't know about Bucks.
It'd be like Game 7.
Okay, I just ironically I would trust them in a situation where if it was a game with it was a 2-point game with 3-4 seconds left, basically any team they're playing, I would pick Brooklyn in that situation. That's where they shine. They have 3 of the top 5 scorers basically in the league. So in those situations, anybody can get the shot, and I think any of them can make it. So I would trust them in that situation, but they got to get there. They can't be down 15 with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Like that's, and letting, who was it last night that was scoring? Jeremy Grant, running back for the 49ers and shit.
DeLon Wright looked like an all-star out here.
DeLon Wright. He's on the Mavs, right?
He was.
He wasn't the receiver for the Jets. That wasn't him. He wasn't the Jets receiver. That's my point. Like these dudes are like
But they're up by 17 right now.
Versus who?
Pacers.
Okay, but hey, I hope they prove us wrong. I would love to watch Brooklyn.
Big team, right?
I would love to watch Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see Brooklyn and Lakers, but we'll see.